Just one volume mixer thing by itself.
That's what I do. I turn Chrome all the way down to 1.
If you don't have the app for Discord, it's going to be a problem. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No surprise in the early Oscar here.
So three dots Jimmy, on the right of their names.
Is it possible to pull that out on a separate tab and then mute that tab or turn that tab down? Do on mine.
There is a way to turn them down because I saw it earlier. Okay, yeah, you're right, Chris. So those 3 little dots in the lower left-hand corner of their little picture, there's a little volume bar, and you can turn them down.
That's from Deem Armada.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Armada.
Oh, speaker stats. Oh.
Well, let's keep one of those then. And
Okay, catch me up because I was busy doing the volume there.
All right. So Troy purchased a Danny Moonstar. This is turn 1 purchase.
Yeah, I don't hear Troy coming across at all.
I don't have them also.
I was muted by Ginny.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I was trying to make it so people weren't too loud for me. Oh, I really bungled things. It's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm sure. No, I should not have been so certain. So I'm done playing around and touching stuff. That's it. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, we're gonna.
So glad we had him here. Yeah. Okay.
We're never gonna leave Troy alone with that. By the way, Troy's never living that down. Jimmy told you to shut up, Troy.
Oh man. Mike, is everything stable now for you?
Yeah, I had to. It just flashed off for just a few seconds. I think we got some storms coming through, so far so good.
Yeah.
So Troy's going with the early Danny Moonstar to try to disrupt Peter's Green Lantern plans. Something similar to what Ben was attempting to do with his Danny Moonstar previously.
So Troy does have a few options here. Would you think you would go Drax or?
All right, and Chris, I'm back.
All right, cool. Getting off that. Already set the timer and everything.
Is Troy's Zoom strange for anyone besides me?
Oh, that's normal. That's normal.
It's a setup. It's a setup. So he has. I think he uses a phone. If I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's way zoomed in. The playmat he has is a custom playmat. He loves to gush about that. But what he has
drawn by his wife and kids.
His phone, yeah, he has his stand with his phone directly over it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, then we'll this packed.
He's not using the Atlantis, the global, right? He's using the fish slap one.
Troy? No, he's using City and Stronghold. Yeah, he's using the global one.
I'm trying to fix it right now, everyone.
Fix what?
Someone's saying they think the teams are wrong. Unless Jordo's just messing with me. It'd be the...
I mean, this is Jordo.
Not the right one, yeah.
I think I did have.
Maybe you have him on the wrong side.
No, those are the incorrect teams.
One is definitely.
So just the incorrect teams on the stream, or are they playing the wrong teams?
Just on the stream. That
Just
are
on the
flashing on the
stream.
stream.
Sorry, as the TO here, I was getting real worried that people were playing with the wrong teams.
Uh-oh.
That would be a bad.
Yeah.
You
You
just I
caught
think
this
you
late.
missed Jimmy telling Troy to be quiet. That was nice. He muted Troy.
Primary takeaway: accidentally muting the whole damn thing.
It was glorious. Just highlight easy.
I was actually practicing because I didn't have my other ones handy. I went back to the AVX Black Widows for my team.
Buying another Black Widow. Villainous packed in. Get that bag ready.
So how does Jimmy lower the volume in Jitsi? Because he has Discord and everything running through his Chrome.
If they're all running through it, I don't know if there's a way to. What you could, I mean, unfortunately, the only thing you really could do is just mute everyone in Jitsi, but I don't think you can lower the volume individually. Let me give me a couple seconds to verify. Oh, actually, if you go to the tile view where you're seeing everyone in tile, you in the upper right hand corner of the tile for the person, there's the 3 dots. If you hover over that, there's a volume bar fader for that person.
For you.
Okay. That is going to be pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now I'm not muting Troy for everyone.
So Troy takes 1 from a sidekick.
So
or was that
one of the things
2?
I like in Peter's team is the Plastic Man having retaliation.
Yes.
I don't know how often this has come up, but it's pretty neat that if your opponent's going to get rid of your characters, he's going to get to do some retaliation damage.
Well, and it's helpful with the Green Lantern being his primary source. It's one of those, fine, you're going to take the Green Lantern out, you're going to end up taking a little bit of extra damage in doing so.
Exactly. Yes. So, and the fact that those 1 or 2 damage really matter for this team, not like the Godcatcher teams. Like, who cares if Godcatcher hits you for an extra 2?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
and
have seen our first Spider-Man of the day.
Oh, nice.
So it's interesting how both players. Excuse me. It's interesting how both players are kind of setting up a slower control pace.
Yeah.
Before getting to their actual win cons. Of course, Troy's team needs to set up again. It needs to set up a wide board, so he's gonna.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
Troy's team is going to want to go faster.
For sure. He can't afford to wait around for that Green Lantern to hit the board, because once the Green Lantern hits the board, it's all downhill momentum.
And even if it's not the Green Lantern, but if Peter just has a huge turn with like Asuka getting big, like that could be the end. Like there's a lot of different late game options, even with Doctor Strange to clear the way as energy, and then big Asuka's like.
That energized on that Doctor Strange. It's just, for me, it's that 6 cost that kind of tears me away from it with Asuka, because asking it to always hit on energize is a lot harder of an ask. Rare Black Widow that does it on 2. That does it for a 2 cost. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, even if Doctor Strange comes up as a character face, like he's got beefy stats. Like he's a meaningful threat that your opponent has to do something about.
I'll tell you from the spoilers that I've seen with Mr. Sinister's crushing Granting Global, I've been really itching to try out the 4-cost Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, the 4-cost one is something.
So I think
Just the-
Peter forced an attack.
Out of Spider-Man, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. He's gonna make Troy get rid of that energy that he would.
All right, I'm gonna buy the other game. All right, and then he attacks 4/4. Spin that down to a question mark. You obviously declare no blockers.
Yep, I have nothing to block with.
I will pass priority to you.
I will pass it back.
No globals, so I'll do you 4.
4 damage to Peter.
So instead of going or pulling it back, he onto it. He wants to get as much damage in as he can, just like you said, Jimmy. He wants to get moving quicker.
No Black Widow yet.
To go to time again, either.
Yeah, he's had enough of that.
He's got all sidekicks this turn.
Yeah, there are no necessarily.
Oh man, this is interesting for Pete because they don't have a collector global on either side, do they?
No.
No.
Wow, that is really interesting.
Yeah, and there's no Atlantis
Villainous.
Global either.
Oh, there is a villainous pack, but there's no sidekick make to really benefit for either team, either side.
There's a
Yeah,
Lioness
so
Global,
all
and
those
that's it.
spinning to energy punishes are going to be that much harder.
Well, no,
Oh,
there's an
yeah.
Atlantis Global.
There is on
Mhm.
Troy's
Oh, there
side,
is.
right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I incorrectly keep thinking it's the one with the other one.
We talked about the other one a lot today.
More than once.
But I mean, it puts Pete in a harder position to have his stuff spun down because he doesn't have a lot of ways to benefit from that other on Troy's turn. He
Yeah.
has ways to benefit from it on his turn, but not on Troy's turn.
Alright, I'll go ahead and put a base in that. And then we'll Atlantis.
Troy's ramping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and force your guy to attack. Why not?
Force that sidekick through.
Right. He attacks.
So the interesting thing about Black Widow's global here is that
Energy.
turn correct, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sure. I'll block.
Oh,
You can only force one character per turn to attack.
Yep.
I believe there's 2 with the Doctor Strange Global.
Yes, that is correct.
So you've got
Um,
one with Black Widow and then one with Doctor Strange.
Right. So if he misses on his mass or his fists, he can always use his masks for Doctor Strange's because Doctor Strange isn't limited to once per turn.
Yeah, that's definitely a neat facet of it.
I mean, it's just an interesting interaction that where he has better use of 2 of the energies, thanks to having either global on the side.
Yeah, it's like the old school Phoenix Mr. Fantastic options.
Yes.
Feel that.
I'm so glad we have that in Scott Hall, which we've only seen a couple of Scott Halls in the tournament.
Yeah.
I went up against the one in round 1, and that was the only time I saw it. Pretty sure there was another one that had it on their list.
Attack. Want to attack.
There's 3 of them in this event.
Nice. There we go.
didn't even make it into the top 8.
They didn't make it in the top 8, no.
So you can force a sidekick to block.
Forcing your sidekick to block.
Well, yeah. he has the option to force it to attack and then make the Atlantis global or use the Atlantis global during the global window after the attacks.
Yeah. He used clay.
Do we think Troy's going to buy anything else this turn?
I don't think so. I think
No,
he's
he's
gonna Atlantis
holding on.
Global too.
Yeah, he's holding on to that for the Atlantis Global.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Super
I mean,
big
doesn't he have a Clayface in the mix? So shouldn't he Clayface for the double fist for Spider-Man to force someone to attack and use Atlantis Global?
I think that would be the right way to do it. He's gonna Clayface on.
Oh, he's surprising us all here. I know, but he can.
I think
can
he's
Clayface
holding
during-
on to the mask just to be safe, to see
Yeah.
in case Peter gets something big, and if
He's
not,
got a static
he will.
field.
Yeah, he'd keep it as a static field option. If not, use it as the Clayface to bring in the double fist.
Hmm.
He took it back.
I think so.
You got a bunch of stuff coming, don't you?
It seems like he's listening to you, Jimmy.
I mean, I'm checking that I'm really muted in the room.
Went back into it.
Yeah.
I can confirm you are muted at least now.
Only attacking with 2
If
seconds.
Peter would speak up, he'd be like, "Hey, what the hell?"
Yeah.
Block one, and I will. Well, you have to go first.
Coaching. Tremendous coaching.
This is weird because I'm surprised he didn't go in with the Danny Moonstar and get
Yeah,
get
that's 2
extra
damage, right?
out of it. Yeah, that was a
Hmm.
guaranteed 2 damage. Regardless if the guaranteed.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that he would go attack with the Danny and not attack with the sidekicks. That way he'd get to keep Danny for next turn.
No, that's, I would also like to do an attack skill.
Chad is ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah.
Villainous pact. All right.
Coaching. What?
Where's the ham and cheese sandwich or toasty? What's is that an inside joke? I don't get it.
That whole thing 3 more times.
Ham and cheese toasty? Is that like a hot pocket?
Jimmy will be serving a cheese ham toasty in a minute.
Hey, isn't Toasty like the Mortal Kombat thing? The old...
Toasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Danny is limited.
Keep an eye on those energy rolls. Sometimes a double energy character becomes a shriek.
Cheat?
Bring that pin down.
Or off the board, Grodd.
Surprise Grodd for the win.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Six says toasty is British slang for grilled cheese. Can't trust those
Oh,
Brits
okay.
with their slang. Sorry for the viewers for having to hear that.
Language.
Honestly, that sounds really good. I'm kind of hungry.
So he's got the tough choice of he's got to make some smart purchases here. I don't think he's gone for Green Lantern yet, has he?
No, he has not.
He's not. So he's really got to really has to determine if he wants to go all in, as it were.
Did he spin down because of the energize for?
I don't know if he has. I don't know if that's a Clayface or not. I think he's still determining whether or not he wants, because I think that was his first roll.
Definitely think that's can roll it. Have something. Just
Well, Danny's on her level 2 side. That 2-1 is her.
I guess I'll just deal with that.
Okay, he missed the energized trigger. Is it a must?
Free.
It just says spin target opposing character died down. It doesn't say May.
Ryan, can you verify for us, please?
Was there an energized trigger on that Black Widow?
Oh, yes.
Yes, so Danny should be down to 1-1.
Thanks, Ryan.
Unless you're rolling somebody. You could,
We've awoken the Ryan.
That's an opposing character die anyway.
oh, opposing, okay.
But it's not super relevant because I'm killer anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna kill her anyway.
Dang.
If I
He's forcing her to block and attacking with poison ivy. That's the deal.
so I will pass her.
That's what he means. Well, yeah, he just very strong words.
I'll submit a very strongly worded letter.
Strongly worded.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna die anyway.
So why wouldn't he field the Black Widow and attack with her?
Because it means that he wouldn't be able to get the Danny Moonstar off the board.
I will force one of your sidekicks to attack.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, you're right. You're right here, Jimmy. Because that, if I'm not mistaken, that Black Widow's able enough on even level 1 to get rid of the Moonstar.
Yeah.
So he's just wanting to energize.
Later, yeah. So I could see that being the argument where he lets it go pile and then clay faces it, but
He's gonna have the
I
other one
see.
to Clayface, right?
I think it's still relevant here to attack with it. You're right, Jimmy. I would attack. Ooh.
Because I'm actually just presuming someone in the room knows more than I do, and that by explaining it, the viewers would benefit.
True Mr. 6 says he's trying to keep her in rotation, is what he's trying to do.
He
Keep her
doesn't want to
rolling.
field her and get her stuck in the field.
Okay.
No, I will move to my.
Not everybody's smart enough to bring a Rock Global with their Black Widows. Just saying.
When it dies,
Definitely
I will.
plenty of thing.
Are you sure you have enough masks?
Now,
What's
how
he
did
gonna
that
do
go
with
to
all
its
the
use
masks?
pile?
He didn't
No,
field it.
so it goes away
Oh.
timing wise before the attack step.
Right. I
Then,
didn't
then
realize
he's
it was
able to
in the
immediately
attack step.
Clayface back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the part I missed was that they moved to attack step.
Oh, look at all these Dannies. 2 Dannies and a Spitterman.
Bitterman.
This is actually really crucial for him
Oh,
to
and he
land.
got all of them. Oh, he missed one.
He
Sorry.
needs to land at least one of them here, so that way he can force multiple characters to block one Danny Moonstar and maximize his damage.
Yeah, that's a nice trick.
But the Poison Ivy having Deadly, regardless, is still like it's still gonna hurt him. So you might want to benefit from having 2 Danny Moonstars. Attack with just one, or spin it down. He might just spin it down. Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
I would go if I were in his shoes. I'd go for the spin down with Spider-Man, and then still force the sidekick to block.
Can you do both, or does it not work that way? Do the Danny Moonstar trigger, and then if it comes back, do the Spider-Man trigger?
Because if Troy or if Peter was smart, Peter would block Spider-Man with the sidekick and not Danny Moonstar.
Yeah.
So it's an either or situation for Troy here.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
because if he spins down someone with Spider-Man and then rerolls them with Danny, it's just a waste.
Gotcha.
Alright, we'll field. Let's begin.
A level 3 Spider-Man.
What's a beefy boy?
5.
I mean, I would be pushing for damage in Troy's spot here.
Yeah, no, because I think Troy needs the game to end sooner rather than later.
Timing is really because they're already at 31 minutes.
Mm-hmm. You got 30 minutes left, basically.
Yeah, so he needs to start pushing it because it's gonna take him another 30 minutes just to finish another game.
Yeah.
Shit, put shit.
That's also true. Jordo's saying that Peter will force something else to attack to avoid Danny. That's why he's got all the set. So Peter's more than likely gonna force Spider-Man to block or to attack, even though it's gonna spin something down that he doesn't want spun down.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and so the sequence going to being that Poison Ivy KOs Spider-Man. Danny gets through for 2 damage. Spider-Man's going to come back next turn, and Roy's going to have some energy to be defensive with using globals and stuff. Not the worst for him next turn, especially because he's going to be pushing through 2 damage.
Yeah.
We bought another Spider-Man.
Nice.
Pass priority.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Yep.
Force your Spider-Man and your sidekick to attack.
All right, I'm gonna go get some dinner for the family, and I hope to be back whenever we are doing the finals.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right, gentlemen, everybody in chat, thanks a lot. And Jimmy, I know he's away from the computer right now. We'll see y'all later.
All right, man.
See you, man.
So he spun the Poison Ivy down to single energy.
I have
Just give you the double mask just for fun.
it doesn't matter.
Go ahead, take the double mask. See if I can.
Right. So I will not. I'll block your sidekick.
Fucking set.
Off my sidekick pen. Alright. Global step, huh?
You first.
You first.
I insist.
Decide what to do when you pass, right?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Or do nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I am going to Atlantis.
Ronathan says, time for a guest commentator to come in.
We still technically have Jimmy in here, so.
5-5.
That's a lot. But I'm not
Okay, well, it's sidekick.
This is a very weird secret sequencing. This is still in the attack phase, right?
I will spin that guy down.
No, because he passed priority for globals.
Hmm.
So attackers and blockers have already been declared.
Okay.
Alright, 5 damage.
5 damage from
goes-
Spider-Man.
Oh, wait, should I?
Spider-Man doing work.
Do I want to? I'm trying to decide if I should fill this pack. Nah, I won't. Just the 5, yep. So, down to 10.
Oh, I'm only doing 5 damage. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's all. Peter's down to 10. Sounding like
25% of your life total.
Yeah. So Peter's down to 10. Troy's at 19.
It's still very much anyone's game.
yeah.
Who's the next commentator to fall? No one.
Man.
All right, well, I'll be back. Oh, wait, no, I'm just playing.
Oh.
Because I'm walking to the kitchen.
Yeah, sorry everybody. We're just taking little breaks here and there to try to we've been sitting here for quite a while, so
Yeah. Basically a work day.
yeah. Supposed to be on vacation. Ugh.
I'm not even
Vacation from
supposed
my
to be
one
here
job,
today.
play my other job.
Yeah.
Play
I think it's
facing.
worth noting too that these teams, even if both players were to just play at a lightning brisk pace, they're just taking a large number of actions to make their strategies go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as much globals are on each team, it's ridiculous. There's so many globals on each one of the teams in the top 8.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 in the bag.
And they are saving things to do those actions in each turn.
Yeah.
Nope, it's me.
Danny.
Oops.
Oh, that guy went flying.
Okay, that's alright.
Yeah, it
So
is
you said-
explosive all of a sudden.
Peter's at 10 right now.
Yeah, Peter's at 10 and Troy's at 19.
Yep.
I don't think Troy has a way to win this turn, but it's interesting to muse on. There's no attack buff globals, right?
There.
Attack buffs.
Drax. Is it?
Oh, Drax is hefty for the purpose.
Yeah.
Fair but hefty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one.
I didn't say it was a good one, but
It's fair. Yeah, it counts.
I mean, it's good if the situation calls for it.
I feel like if I screw around, I'm not gonna get what I need.
Quit screwing around.
Is Peter likely to roll any control pieces next turn that are going to put a stop to Troy before he ends this game?
I don't think so.
I don't think Peter's actually gone for any real control pieces. He's got the
He does have a
Asuka
Black
and
Widow
the
in
Black
his bag.
Widows.
I'm sorry, he has a Poison Ivy in his bag, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's got a Poison Ivy and a Green Lantern in his
Hmm.
bag.
I think Peter's in a little bit of a pickle here.
I do believe you're correct.
Yeah, it almost might. I mean, I know it's a little frowned upon by some, but it's like you're knowing that you're already kind of behind the 8 ball, conceding the match to move on to the next one.
Go first.
It concede the game to potentially have the extra few minutes to win the match. Totally makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm wondering if he may start thinking of that here shortly.
You know, a lot of times people are just afraid to do that because they think, oh, if I just hold off, I can do this and this and this. It's like you got to really just.
No, and it's true, but at the same time, like if you've got a 5% chance of winning this individual game, you've got a 45% chance of winning game 3. Like, just quit and move on. Because if you lose the next game, it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's one of those things. Kind of making sure you understand where your lines are in the matchup to know at this point, yes, I may be able to eke out that victory, but it's going to take up so much time to do it that it's, going to put me in a bad spot for the remaining matches.
When I was playing my Yanti team, I would, if I went first on the first game and it didn't go exactly. Oh, wow. If it didn't go exactly how it was going to go with the second game, I would just concede pretty quickly and move on to the third game. Go first.
I am going to.
Because that team, you go fast and you win quick. Otherwise, you're just.
Yeah.
Not quite the same on this. This is not a.
Not quite. The advantage is a little more invisible here.
Yeah. Only gotta do that 4 more times.
You gotta do
I think
4
he
more
just
times.
took 8 damage there. Or 2 damage, sorry.
Yep, down to 8.
Your turn.
What?
I think I have 4 in my bag.
Oof, yikes. Everybody's coming.
Yeah, Troy's got in a couple of swings with Spider-Man and some ping damage here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just that
The
chip
Green
damage
Lantern
starts to
does
add up.
not want to come out.
And neither does
Yeah,
that
he
poison.
kind of rolled the exact opposite of what he wanted to see there.
Yeah,
I think if he doesn't get this, he's got to.
there's a Green
Okay,
Lantern.
so he's in it.
Yeah, he's done.
With no IV and I got this on the wrong face.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
And I don't.
Well, he can make some masks here.
I think lots of mats.
Okay.
Yep.
Those Jubilee glasses are really like throwing me off.
I know. I keep thinking they're a die. every
It's like
time.
coincidentally too close to the Widow color for sure.
Yeah.
I am going to spin this down.
So using the intellect devour to spin that down. I'm guessing he's going to go to question mark.
I think that, but might go with the question mark.
Yep. Nailed it.
Pay for fielding anyway. Doesn't matter. Guess I'll just.
One clay face sometimes is all you need.
It makes a
Yep.
difference.
Fields the Green Lantern.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to clay face for the double mask that's sitting there.
Yeah. Does he bring in the Widow or does he bring in the Asuka?
Kind of want those sidekicks out of rotation, but I don't want them in the bag.
Does it matter?
Yeah, I'm not sure it matters. I think I would grab the Asuka to be safe.
Yeah, that would be my thought on it too.
Peter's margin for error is very thin on this right now.
Absolutely.
But if he does pull it off, Troy's in a bad spot.
Well, thank you, Red Sims.
I think that Peter's just in a tough spot with the clock.
Yeah.
That I don't know that his team can win a game in 19 minutes. So if he continues to play, he might just be out of the running.
Yeah.
Oh, he villainous packed instead of making mass.
Oh, and so he didn't even have an attack. I was expecting him to make an attack and then static filled himself back.
That's what I was thinking. Get some damage in.
Attack step. He's going here. Attack with that. Do 2 damage.
Oh, okay, there it is.
17.
And then I will burn.
He could have done so much more damage and still done a villainous pact.
I was presuming no block. Although you could kill him.
It's not like you're not going to have all your masks next turn.
Yeah, I think time is definitely an issue for Peter. I think Yort has no problem with Peter not conceding and moving on.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, he does need to actually win the game, because if the game just goes to be too long, Peter's going to win it.
Yeah.
Well, and if both Spider-Mans come up,
Nope.
I think this is going to be a win for Yort here.
He didn't get either.
Yeah,
one of them,
yeah.
So.
Because both Spider-Man are going to be beefy and spinning away all
Got
defenses.
one.
But is it a 5/5?
I
It
can't
looks
make
like
it out,
it.
but it doesn't look like it. One to field.
So he's gonna pay the fist to field it, and then he's gonna have
Constant thumping downstairs.
he's gonna get 4 damage through via Booker T. Like,
Go check on that.
So what does Peter have? Peter has 8 life right
He's
now.
down to 8 life.
Okay.
So he'll be able to spin out the Green Lantern, force him to recycle that.
So you can force a block, right?
A whole bunch of stuff coming in your bag.
Force block is a shield. Never mind.
because
So do you attack with the Spider-Man and the to attack Danny? Spin down that he's gonna then either block he'll block the Spider-Man, which will take out the Black Widow, and then he can double the damage from the Danny.
Yeah. But you do it. You gotta.
Or no, he wouldn't be able to double the damage of the Danny because Danny's not blocked.
Yeah. I still think
So it's just
you spin things out as best you can. You don't have to swing with both of the Danny Moons.
well, and as his bag's already refilled right now, getting the Green Lantern out is going to take him a while to cycle it back in.
Yep.
Could just attack with the Spider-Man.
That's what we got forced to attack, right?
Now, even if he's forced to attack, his ability still triggers, right?
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. I mean, attacking with the Spider-Man's a guarantee. It's a question of does he attack with the Danny's and the sidekick as well.
But I mean, even just attacking with the 2 Dannies is a guaranteed 3 damage, and leaving Spider-Man to just wait.
Yeah.
Might do something just to spin down Green Lantern.
Okay.
The attack on him. 5 again.
5, yep.
Oh, it was a 5.
Peter's down to
Peter's
3.
down to 3.
He's got a block with the Widow, which is still not the worst thing, because he's going to get to spin away a Danny next turn if he gets the energized face on that Widow.
Well, you can push the Spider-Man back if he wants to. But I guess it does make sense to knock the Widow out, right?
No, because the
Possible
Widow
energize.
is less of a threat in the field.
He's blocking with the Widow.
Hoping for some energize, maybe.
Yeah, and so it's not crazy if Troy just pulls back his own Spider-Man here with the mask.
Yep.
Yeah,
Probably
I
what I
agree.
would
I
do.
think that's the play to keep the Widow in the field, keep him from cycling it.
And he can
Hmm.
also Villainous Pact and Atlantis.
No more globals from me. Pass it back to you.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess Black Widow gets KO'd.
I would have pulled back. That
I still think there's a great chance that Troy has this game.
Yeah.
Like his ability to Atlantis Global or Static Field Global and Clayface, and yeah, there's just so much freedom on Troy's side of the board right now.
I'm not laughing. There was a joke. Somebody, one of my kids.
Yeah, on the clock, Jordo's correct. Based on the clock alone, Troy probably has this.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, Troy wants him to not concede and keep with this match.
It's past the point of conceding to make a point.
Yeah.
I mean, Troy could still get a bad opening next game that gives Peter an opening to win, but it just seems very unlikely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also kind of one of those situations where even though Peter's had a great amount of success this year, Troy is probably the more experienced player in terms of total number of games played. Like when you just played years longer than other players, even if they're quick onto the scene to play at a very high level,
Right.
reps help.
Yep.
Well, it truly does.
I think Troy might just like swing in with one thing each turn just to make the clock go a little bit longer.
I will say I think that might be a little risky because like there's like, well, what if Peter gets the double Green Lantern like bonkers attack turn or something? But like, okay, still it's pretty unlikely.
Peter's bag does not state that that's. I would say that's
Yeah,
probably a 10 to 15
I don't see that
cent
happen.
chance at the best.
Because Peter's not rolling enough dice next turn.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna no. Did he already Villainous Pact? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So
Went to Clayface at one point. Oh wow, he's gonna Atlantis twice.
yep,
Two
that
Atlantis
makes
size.
a lot of sense.
And
Easy
that
peasy.
back out.
That's such an epic bag thin on Troy's part.
Yep.
So gross.
So,
Force attack on
I would have
anything.
forced an attack on Oscar or something.
let's go ahead and force.
I think Asuka's the target. You're right.
Force Black Widow to attack.
Yeah, I like Black Widow because then she's gonna take you. You're gonna take the 1 damage, and she's gonna get out of the rotation.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's gonna
Bring
pull
it
her back.
Make him burn the energy.
Alright.
One in the bag.
So Peter has one mask to stem the tide and 2 characters in the field.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
There's a Spider-Man.
Oh, if it's
So Spider-Man coming up on a character face, there is no returning from that.
Oh no.
Yep.
Good. Dang it. See, that block is either way.
You
That's
got
a
it.
And it
face.
came up.
that's game.
No, because that'll only be 5 damage. I don't know if it's game.
He pushes
He can
everything through.
Yeah.
And
'cause
then
he
he's
can
gonna have a
force
Drax
2
Global.
blockers.
That's just game.
Yeah. Because he spins down the 2 blockers. Peter will be able to send one of the Spider-Man back.
And there's got to be 5 damage among all those guys.
He's down to 8, not 5.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What level is the Spider-Man?
That looks like a 3. Is that Spider-Man's levels? Does that
Okay,
sound
so
right?
he's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, there's 8 damage of non-big
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Could he choose not to have? Oh
That
wow.
helps.
Could he choose not to use a Spider-Man ability and just use Danny Moonstar's ability?
He can choose the order in which they go.
Mm-hmm.
But
But Spider-Man is when it
attacks,
attacks, but Danny Moonstar is when
Danny's
blocks.
when blocked. So yeah,
Yep.
the Spider-Mans will always trigger first.
Yeah, Peter's going to be able to clayface 2 masks, and he's going to be spinning down the 2 there.
Yeah, he'll take the 2 Spider-Man out.
That leaves
So
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage coming through with Danny's and...
he can get up to 7 as far as I can count it.
It can get to 7 because of Drax, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, I'll pass priority first.
I mean, he could just wait for him to pull the stuff that he's going to pull back, and then just do his own pullback also.
And spin you guys down to single masks.
Single mask.
Let's see.
And this is just nothing. This is nothing but good things for Troy right here.
Yep.
Let's see. Guess I will send
Well, also is good for Peter that he didn't have things to roll out to ping him for 2 damage.
back.
Kind of have to do that, yeah.
Yeah. And
So, static fielding back both Spider-Mans.
Mm-hmm.
Think about living on the edge of static field. Eventually, it just cuts you.
I will.
You eventually just run out of rope.
Mm-hmm.
And this game is going to run out of time. We've got 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Like,
Yeah, it's just terrible. I will send your sidekicks back.
Put in the sidekicks back. So it's taking 3.
I would pull those back. I think Troy can almost, like, he can almost guarantee he's gonna pull Danny Moonstar's next turn.
I will bring one of my Danny's back. I'll bring the tiny one back.
Yep.
Bring a
He's-
tiny Danny back.
There it is.
He's gonna have
Yeah, and so
brought back.
getting through the 2 damage and being able to clayface the double masks is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put all of this in the bag.
Rough.
All right, so Peter's down to 6 now.
4 sidekicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The sidekicks. Oops, all sidekicks.
Yeah.
I just concede if there was time for another game.
hey, look at those sidekicks.
Man.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
worst
he's in
pull
a
for
tough
Peter
spot.
right now is nothing but sidekicks there.
Oh, that's. But I mean, his bag was already in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, goodness.
He can't. Oh no.
He
You know what? I'm at 6.
What's up, bud? I have no idea. This is the semifinals. I don't know that either.
Troy is
That's
not
tough.
giving any hints. He's trying to win.
Well, I believe his family's asking when he's going to be done for dinner.
Okay. He's not giving any hints to his family. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to reveal how well things are going for him. Very humble.
Atlantis.
I can't even Atlantis.
Oh no! He's like, I can't even.
Yeah, he can't Atlantis because he's got nothing in use to.
Yep.
He can't even buy anything.
Black Widow comes out, which is even worse.
Wow. That's just.
Black Widow is going to be pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it eats up his only mask.
Keep that and all of that.
In Brain Puppy's out, one of the sidekicks already in the field.
So field that. Yeah, everything should be fine. Yep. Although technically I have to spin down these 2, but I'd spin up the question marks and we could buff somebody. So that's 2 buffs there. 2 buffs. So yeah.
Oh, so Spider-Man's even your own characters?
Yeah, you have to spin something down.
Oh.
Is Peter
saw the
fully
same
conceding?
thing. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
You
Wow.
You want to check on that real quick? Make sure.
Yeah, he's congratulated him and everything.
Okay.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.